There's two mini puff exclusives that I need to get my hands on. So we have the Target exclusive and we have the Walmart exclusive. Both of these guys I need in my collection right now. So I'm going to go see if I can find them, and I'm going to bring you along with me. Now hold up, pause. Now this is why I don't hunt at Target. One Target doesn't like you filming inside of their stores, even though we kind of break it a little bit, but they'll throw a tantrum about it and threaten to throw you out. But two, stop. You see this guy right over here on the right of the screen that you can only see his back to at this moment. Right over to the left of those doors is going to be this other gentleman who's going to stop me as I come through the doors. And he kind of tries to get into this stare down with me, and I don't know how well y'all know me, but y'all should know me enough. But I'm not very easily intimidated. I'm not afraid to call people out on their bullshit, and I'm definitely not just afraid of controversy. I shouldn't say controversy. I'm not afraid of conflict in general. I'm just not afraid of it. So as this gentleman staring me down, I decide that maybe he wanted to get into a staring contest, so I start staring him back down. I wave at him as I start to walk away, and he waves me toward him, which meant open opportunity for me. Maybe I'm about to go viral in a completely different way, because I don't take rudeness and nonsense very well. So as I go through the doors, he says, "I hope that you know that guy." Now remember that guy on the right. He's talking about this guy that I'm filming, is what he says. "I hope that you know this guy that you're filming." And I said, "I'm not filming that guy." And he says, "Well, your camera was pointed directly at him." No. My camera was pointed directly at the building. I mean, he just happened to be walking into the building as my camera was pointed directly at it. Now, after we repeated this a few times, I basically told him that he needed to go jump off a bridge somewhere and mind his own business as I turned to walk away. Now, I believe that I handled this situation far better than I could have. I could have gotten really rude with him at this point, but I simply said, "Hey, look, I got a YouTube channel. You should go check it out." I spouted the YouTube channel to him. I know that he never checked it out, but here's something that I think everybody at this moment needs to hear and needs to understand. If you're out in public and there's someone recording, they can record you without your permission because you are out in public, as long as they're not on purposely recording you. Now what that means is, as long as I'm not physically following you around with a camera with the sole intent to capture you on it, I can film whatever I'd like to film. And if you happen to get in the way of the camera where you were out in public, and once you stepped out in public, you stepped out into the rights that I might record you. You gave up those rights. You forfeited them. And what everyone needs to remember, because everyone likes to start talking about constitutional rights and nonsense and all this BS that none of us have time to listen to, your rights end where another person's rights begin. So your rights of privacy end once you stepped out of the door, and my rights to film began. And so everyone needs to maybe start understanding this a little bit better, or maybe we just need to be less snowflakes. Let's get back into this. so I didn't get any of the mini puffs. But check this out, I did one better. I think that in my mind, this was probably a little better than the mini puffs, because I feel like this is going to be a really hard pop ride to get your hands on. I am super excited to have my hands on the Ecto 1. This thing is really cool. Now this is 83 out of the group. This is part of the pop rides. This is a very iconic part from the movie. If you haven't seen this movie, look, I'm going to strongly encourage that you go check this movie out. It's a really, really good family-oriented movie that we just haven't had in a really long time. Now on the back of the box, they're showing 5 of them plus the ride on there. I am super, super, super excited to have this one in my collection. I love the fact that they put the windows all the way around. I even think that maybe this is an extra window that you don't normally get out of them. So we have the front window, the side window, and the top window, which makes for really good in the box collections if you're going to keep them in the box. But I truly believe that this one is going to have to be an out of the box collection, because I just don't know that you're going to be able to see this thing in all of its glory inside of this box. I do not. Here, let me reach over, grab this knife real quick. For some reason, I don't have my box opener right here that I normally have. But if you'll just get under them, put a little pressure right there against that lip and pull it, then it doesn't get caught on anything. It doesn't tear, it doesn't rip, it doesn't damage the box. I have found that that is by far the best and easiest way to get these guys open. So remember that next time that you're trying to open a box, if you want to open the box, because a lot of us just don't. Hey, there we go. That actually worked out pretty better. So Ecto 1. Ecto 1. Boy, this thing is cool. Let's take a closer look at it. So this thing is not disappointing at all. The attention to detail that went into this one is absolutely insane. They managed to pack in crazy amounts of detail, from the rust in the fenders, on the bottom of the door, on the hood, to the ride that's sitting out, to the everything. I mean, they just did an extraordinary job on this one, and I don't see any paint spillover to talk about, and I can't even really tell what's painted versus what's not painted. Now, I think the windows are definitely painted black. I think that a lot of this was actually molded this color and not painted this color, which is always going to make the world of difference when it comes to pops in general, is the how they're going to look at the end of the day. This is one really, really, really awesome pop ride, and I'm going to do a video coming up here soon of all of the mini puffs and just basically the whole collection to the Ghostbusters, like, what is it, Afterlife, or yeah, it's Afterlife. So all of the Ghostbusters Afterlife stuff that I've gotten my hands on in the last couple of months, I'll do a video coming up here soon on all of that at one time. This was a pretty fun hunt, but I'm going to be completely honest with you, I forgot to bring a microphone. I forgot to bring any of that when I went out, so it was a little bit different than what you normally get from me. I'll fix that coming up here soon, but before we get out of here, look, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and become part of the Wayneko crew. There is no Wayneko crew without you, and I truly appreciate you coming and hanging out. Until next time, have a good one.